We are here, ladies and gentlemen, up against Chelsea now in the Premier League. We've only just 4 or 3 games left to go in the Premier League season. 2 points separate us in 4th place, Chelsea in 5th place. Obviously, we have not qualified for the Champions League so far in the save. This is a huge game for us today. If we get a victory, we also have a game in hand over Chelsea, and then we could guarantee a place in the Champions League. And what a turnaround that would be as manager of Southampton Football Club. Once again, everyone, welcome. My name is FM Journeyman, and welcome back to Save Our Saints. Today is episode number 37, and possibly the biggest episode of this series so far. Up against Chelsea, let's paint the scene. We're up against Chelsea now. They are 5th place in the table. We are 4th place in the table, and obviously things are very tight here at the top. We're only 2 points behind Manchester United. We have a game in hand over Chelsea, by the way, even after this game today. So if we lose today, it's okay. We still have that game in hand. If we win our game in hand and win today, again, we pretty much guarantee our spot in the Champions League, and that would just be amazing, wouldn't it? See Southampton back in the Champions League first and foremost. We've never competed in the competition. I've never competed in that competition in this save. So what a glorious step that would be, not just for the club as in stature and reputation, but also financially as well, to reinvest in the squad, to be able to keep players for once instead of selling them as manager Southampton would be. Well, that would just be wonderful, wouldn't it? That would be wonderful, wouldn't it, Saints fans? But anyway, first task at hand. We have to play today. We have to play against Chelsea, and we have to be at our very best. So today we're going to play our very best lineup. Just makes sense, right? So the only injuries and concerns we have to worry about in today's lineup is we don't have Simon Markstad. He probably wouldn't have played anyway. He might have played on the bench. Thomas Haaland, a rotation player, probably wouldn't have played either. So apart from that, we're largely at full strength, so that really plays into our hands nicely. So today's lineup, this is the starting 11 that will hopefully give us the victory that we desperately need. I just noticed, by the way, Jack Grealish is injured. That's a blow. That's a big blow, isn't it? It's a huge blow. Patrick Roberts is a natural replacement there. Yeah, that's a big blow, isn't it? So Draxler can play in the hole instead. Obviously, that's a bit of a weak link there. We could start 2 up top and be very adventurous with Aubameyang and Haaland. Ooh, I didn't realise Grealish is that injured. How bad is it? He's scheduled complete rehabilitation, return to full training tomorrow. 80%, so I can't really risk that. I can't lose him for the remainder of the campaign. He's such an important player for us. I'm going to start like this. I'm going to play Drax behind Haaland, although I am tempted to play 2 up top. That's okay, we'll start with this. Alright, so just go on my gut. So here anyway, Angus Guns in goal, Danilo right back, Bertrand, Mavropanos, Diallo in defence, Wanyama, Vincino in middle midfield, Kluivert, Draxler, Roberts and Haaland will of course then be the attacking quartet. Hopefully going to lead us to victory today. I didn't realise how big a blow that was. Yeah, losing Jack Grealish this time of year, that's a huge blow, especially for this game. He was a very important player for us. Not a goal really amongst the goals this season, but he has got himself 13 assists and orchestrates the midfield absolutely beautifully for us in this system. So that's a big blow indeed. All right, so he'll rest today. We'll have him back for Huddersfield in the next game, and we'll have this young man, Darius Milkas, on the bench today. 2.5-star current ability, 4-star current potential. Hasn't really lit it up here at Southampton. Only played 1 game in the FA Cup, and he was well average. He is a Polish international player, so he'll provide an option off the bench ahead instead of Draxler. But obviously, I could switch a 2 up top if we're struggling to compete in this game. Alright, so here we go up against Chelsea today. Huge game. Man United, by the way, drew. So we've got 2 games in hand over Manchester United, and they've got a much superior goal difference, but could be an opportunity to leapfrog them if we score enough goals today, which is probably not going to happen. But anyway, let's get to the game here. We are favourites, believe it or not. I would have pegged Chelsea to be favourites, but There you have it. I was proven wrong. But anyway, here we go up against Chelsea. Let's take a look at their lineup. Obviously, Kepa's in goal for them. Aspilicueta's playing left back. Kurt Zouma at right back. Skriniar and Lashley's at centre back for them. Bakayoko, the holding midfielder. Bentaleb and Mount in midfield. Mason Mount, by the way, superb talent in this Football Manager version, Football Manager 19. Superb player. Bentaleb, obviously, also a very talented midfielder too. So they've got a very strong midfield. Eden Hazard, as we know, is still their key player there. 8 goals, 9 assists for him. Traore's on the right-hand side, 13 goals for him. And Morata's leading the line. 19 goals in 31 appearances is a pretty good record there for Morata. All right, so here we go. Huge game. Season-defining game, you could even say, up against Chelsea. Come on, boys. Let's bring it home for the Saints. We'll go through it here. Morata's now 1-1 with Angus Gunn. That's a fantastic block there. I think Diallo got back and made the challenge. If not, it was Mavropanos. Great defending, nevertheless, and saved almost pretty much a guaranteed goal scoring opportunity for Morata. And lucky enough, though, our defence was up to that. Corner kick now. Hazard's going to whip this ball in. There's Mason Mount with the effort. Bertrand with the clearance. Draxler flicks it on. Erling Haaland's going to get there now. What's Haaland going to do? Lays it off to Patrick Roberts. Got lots of room to operate. Options to his left. He finds Haaland. One of them. Haaland gets in the box. Takes a shot on. Oh, Erling Haaland just over the bar. Thought that was going to go into the top corner of the net, but Erling Haaland just hits it over. Unlucky there. That was a good opportunity. Well worked in the end too between Roberts and Haaland. All right, Mount with a free kick. That's a really good free kick. And Angus Gunn looked like he had it covered, to be fair, but it hit the outside netting and just missing that post. Here's Bertrand now, playing against his former side. Draxler puts it into Haaland. Oh, just past the post, and Erling Haaland. Bang on form right now for us as well. Knocking in 6 goals, I believe, in the last 4 games. Superb end of the season run here from Erling Haaland. And I was unlucky not to find the back end on that opportunity. So just before the break here, this would be the perfect time to score. Here's Kluivert now onto his right foot. Weak effort in the end. Good save from Kepa. That was a good chance there for Justin Kluivert. He's been kind of poor the last couple of weeks, but we haven't got many other options to use, so we're going to have to stick with it and hope he finds his form. But a 0-0 here at half-time, and a pretty good performance, honestly, as things currently stand. Chelsea yet to have a shot on target, believe it or not. And we've actually controlled possession against them as well. I think a little bit more endeavour here. We could snatch a victory. There's Draxler. That's a great effort too, right at the beginning of the second half. Hopefully that's a sign of intent. All right, so I've told the boys to get creative. I want to be a little bit more ambitious here at the start of the second half. Really stick it to Chelsea and try and put them on the back foot. But here's us on the back foot. There's Morata now through on goal, and it's 1-0 to Chelsea. 20th goal of the season for Alvaro Morata. Assist there from Eden Hazard. Gave Hazard far too much respect, far too much time. Nobody closed him down. He had so much space to operate in. And Morata just ran off Mavropanos and tucked it home past Angus Gunn. Angus Gunn, no chance. A very easy goal for Chelsea early here in the second half. And as you can see, he was quite clearly onside. Bertrand keeping him on at left back. All right, 60 minutes on the clock here. Here's Bertrand now, the free kick. Ryan Bertrand just over the bar. Scored a couple like that, but wasn't really hopeful that was going to go in. So 60 minutes here, so let's go ahead and do the change I usually do when I'm struggling, which is switch to a 4-2-4 formation. So Roberts, Haaland. So Roberts is going to come off here for Aubameyang. Aubameyang's going to play obviously as a poacher, his natural role. And I'm just going to have a kind of a 4-2-4 formation just like that. So there you go. Obviously, 30 minutes go in this game. We've still got time to get an equaliser here. And again, a draw here may not be a bad result in the current situation. But then again, defeat isn't the end of the world either. We have that game in hand, which could see us leapfrog them again. But obviously, I'd love to get something out of this game. And we should deserve it too, to be honest with you. They only had 1 shot on target. And largely speaking, we've dominated the game and dominated chances. Just that one slip up there gave Eden Hazard the time and space to find Morata with a good finish. Now, I switch to attacking as well, and we'll give these guys one last shout. It's got 10 minutes to go in this game. Come on, boys. What options do I have on the bench? Could bring on Lacazette, perhaps. For who, though? Justin Kluivert? Maybe. Yeah, we could do this. There you go. A little bit of that. Could bring on Didi, could bring on Gambin. Nope, not really. Not really attacking. intent, is it? So, yeah, very attacking for the last 2 minutes of the game. See if we can snatch an equaliser here. Here's Bertrand now to Draxler. Draxler to Vecino. We know he can shoot. He takes a shot on, deflected though. We get the ball back quickly. Here's Wanyama, switches to Danilo. Now here's a great opportunity. Danilo puts it in the box. There's Aubameyang to Vecino to Draxler. Oh, what a save from Kepa. Draxler's brought down in the box. And we can't get a second shot on goal. And that was a glorious, glorious chance in the box there. How did it not go in? Anyway, here's Traore to Jorginho to Bentaleb to Zuman now. Chelsea on the attack here. 30 seconds left to go. There's Traore. Back to Aspilicueta. Puts the ball in the box. Mavropanos with a header. Vecino win it. Jorginho can't wins it back off him though. So that's going to be it, I think. It's going to finish here 1-0 to Chelsea. And disappointing results really, considering that obviously a win, 2 wins in a row, and that would have seen us in the Champions League, but it looks like we're just going to fall short on the first hurdle. Alright, so disappointing really to end up on defeat here, considering we controlled most of the game, had the better chances, but there you have it. Unfortunately, you can't win them all, and this was a big one to lose. But lucky enough, though, we do play Huddersfield up next, 20th in the table. This should be a comfortable victory for us. It should be. I think that's our game in hand, and that win there would see us leapfrog Chelsea again. So it's a very important now. Every game matters. So in the league, we have Huddersfield next up. Then we play Everton, then Man City. We've got to win pretty much 2 of those 3 games and try and get something out of the Man City game. That's going to be the aim for the remainder of the season. In fact, let's go ahead and take a quick look at Chelsea's remaining fixtures. I'm interested to see who they are playing and see if they have a chance to slip up somewhere. So they play Barcelona first in the Champions League semi-final. Then they have Watford and Bournemouth. Now, Watford are 13th. Bournemouth has a tough game. 7th place away from home. That's a tough game because obviously Bournemouth are going to be trying to qualify back to the Europa League this season. So that's going to be a tough game for Chelsea. But there you have it. Disappointing to lose. It's a big game to lose, and obviously after a bit of a defensive lapse was the only difference between the 2 teams today. But there you have it. It's got to deal with the hand we've been given, and we've got to beat Huddersfield next up. And the next episode, by the way, what I will do is I'll skip the Huddersfield game in episodes, and I'll go straight to the Sevilla one, and then we'll play Everton as well. Huddersfield should be a comfortable victory, so I'm not going to bother showing that one. But anyway, that'll be the next episode, up against Sevilla at home in the Europa League semi-final. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, do me a favour, smash a like on it. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers, so do me a favour, hit subscribe if you are new to the channel. And thanks so much for watching, and I hope we'll see you soon. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.